member representing Ajeromi, fellow of the Federal Constituency from Lagos State. Mr. Speaker and dear colleagues, I'm to call to congratulate Larry on his historic event on the field of boxing. The House notes recalls that Larry Ekundayo, the Nigerian-born United Kingdom-based boxing champion, visited the Honorable Speaker on the 15th of March 2016 to present the African Boxing Union Award. He won, and it was celebrated. The House notes that Larry Ekundayo once again won another boxing bout in the United Kingdom on the 10th of December 2016, which I represented the Honorable Speaker. The House is aware that the highest title that can be won in boxing in the heavyweight category, which has been won only thrice by Africans, namely Big Three, Sanders of South Africa and Samuel Peters of Nigeria. Cognizance of the immense potential in boxing, which, if harnessed, have the capacity to ensure societal cohesiveness, create ample opportunities for employment, and earn revenues for the country. The House is concerned that due to lack of seriousness in pursuing the goals, the country has recorded low participation in boxing, and as a result, some Nigerian boxers had to switch allegiance to other countries. Concern? Problem. I don't see them for my own again. No, I don't have a problem. As evidenced in the fact that 8 heavyweight champions Britain has produced, 3 were Nigerians. So the House resolved urged the Federal Ministry of Youth and Sports to charge the Nigerian Boxing Federation to revive boxing and to popularize it through hosting continentals and international boxing tournaments. 2, commend the management of ARIC for leading role in sponsoring Larry Ekundayo. Then 3, call on corporate bodies, both public and private, to invest in the development of boxing through provisions of infrastructure and sponsorship deals. Mandate the Committee on Sports and Youth Development to interfere in the Federal Ministry of Youth and Sports to work out modalities for sponsorship of Nigerian boxers and prevent their being lured to change their nationalities.
Hon Rita, please lead the debate.
From Lagos State. Mr. Speaker and distinguished colleagues, when I once met Larry Ekundayo, I looked at him and I found out that he is from Lagos State and of Mushi extraction.
Zachary,
and if you are conversant with issues that surround Lagos State and Mushi precisely,
Zachary, disperse that
you will know that a couple of times there are crises involving the youth and fighting. And I looked at this, that this young man can come up from Mushi and the fighting will have to return to being a meal ticket somewhere else. And instead of fighting, he has utilized this talent to bring glory to Nigeria on 3 occasions. And I wonder, just recently, Ghana made a proclamation that on the 11th of March 2017, both private sectors and government has unanimously adopted a procedure to sponsor just boxing for the purpose of one young upcoming boxer in Ghana. But in Nigeria, we have a couple of them. I have a wonderful one that is a nightmare. We call Fijabi. This young man has been fighting and winning all fights. Yes, he will soon give up. Larry equally has done his own many areas, except that a good Samaritan picked him up away from Nigeria and take him to London. Then he is bringing our glories back home. There are a couple of them that are like this, that need sponsorship. that needs this house to speak for them so that they don't chicken out and become nothing else. Remember that instead of fighting in the street, it can be converted to a meal ticket. And that could help us wonderfully well. I want to definitely throw in a little light that the frustration these young boxers face, because nobody cares. While our own philanthropists will be ready, sponsoring people and giving assistance to other players abroad that are not flagging our flag, why wouldn't they rise up at this stage to help this young man who is about fighting another one we call Commonwealth? My speaker and distinguished colleagues, if we keep quiet, soon, 2 or 3 months coming, this young man will fly a British flag in fighting for Commonwealth, and that will be another loss to Nigeria. Anthony Joshua is now walking up and down. Remember that the flag he was carrying is British flag. It's not Nigerian flag, but he is a Nigerian. I am pleading that, honorable members, you should help us. Private sectors and other ones should come up instead of allowing these our young men to either rest their case after fighting in the streets and beating each other. If they can be utilized and allowed and supported to bring back boxing, it would be wonderful. I remember the days of Obisi and Wangpa. I remember it. I remember the days of Bashali. I remember the days of Samuel Peters. They are Nigerians. What is happening to Nigeria boxing scene? Today, you cannot even hear anything concerning boxing. And we are diversifying. Why can't we walk to other areas and get to watch the scenes? As we normally go, if you travel abroad, you can go and watch one scene or the other. Why can't we attract this investment so that we will have income and empower these ravaging youths who are into boxing but lacks any assistance? I want to beg you, distinguished colleagues, that you should help us. As the House of the Commons, they have no help. But Larry is facing another fight in 2 or 3 months now. That's the Commonwealth. If we did not do anything, surprisingly, we will watch and see another flag hanging on his neck. Thank you, Mr. Speaker and distinguished colleagues.
Those in favor of the motion as amended say aye. Those against it say nay. The ayes have it.